Transform images and shapes and paths. Transform images and shapes and paths. How to transform images and shapes and paths? By the way, when transforming any layer type, dragging a corner handle now scales the layers proportionally, by default indicated by the maintain aspect ratio button and link icon in the on state in the options bar. And to change the default transform behavior to non-proportional scaling, simply turn off and the maintain aspect ratio link icon button, the shift key while pressed now acts as a toggle for the maintain aspect ratio button. And if the maintain aspect ratio button is on, the shift key toggle is off, by the way, and while pressed, and vice versa. Photoshop remembers your last transform behavior setting proportional or non-proportional scaling, and it will be your default transform behavior when you start Photoshop the next time. Like this screenshot. This image now explain for you how to use the maintain aspect ratio button link icon in the options bar to choose the default scaling behavior. How do you switch back to the legacy transform behavior? How do you switch back to the legacy transform behavior? From the menu bar, by the way, you can choose edit if you use Windows, and choose Photoshop if you use macOS. Then choose preferences, then choose general, then select legacy free transform. And what about transform freely? Transform freely is meaning that the free transform command lets you, by the way, apply transformations like rotate and scale and skew and distort and perspective in one continuous operations. And you can also apply a wrap transformation instead of choosing different commands. And you simply hold down a key on your keyboard to switch between transformation types. Note and be careful, if you are transforming a shape or entire path, the transform command becomes the transform path command, by the way. And if you are transforming multiple paths segments but not the entire path, the transform command becomes the transform points command. And you have steps. Step number 1, you should select what you want to transform. And step number 2, you have to choose edit, then choose free transform. And if you are transforming a selection pixel based layer or selection border, choose the move tool and then select show transform controls in the options bar. And after that, if you are transforming a vector, a shape or path, you should select the path selection tool, and after that then select show transform controls in the options bar. Step number 3, to scale by dragging, do one of the following. If the maintain aspect ratio button link icon is on in the options bar, you should drag a corner handle to scale the layer proportionally. And if the maintain aspect ratio button link icon is off in the options bar, you should drag a corner handle to scale the layer non-proportionally. And after that, hold down the shift key while transforming to toggle between proportional and non-proportional scaling behavior. And after that, to scale numerically, enter percentage in the width and height text boxes in the options bar. Then click the link icon to maintain the aspect ratio. After that, to rotate by dragging, move the pointer outside the bounding border, and it becomes a curved two-sided arrow. And then drag, and then press shift to constrain the rotation to 15-degree increments. After that, to rotate normally, enter degrees in the rotation text box in the options bar. And to distort relative to the center point of the bounding border, you should press Alt if you use Windows, or Option if you use macOS, and then drag a handle. After that, to distort freely, press Control Windows if you use Windows, or Command if you use macOS, and drag a handle. And after that, to skew, you should press Ctrl Shift if you use Windows, or Command Shift if you use macOS, and then drag a side handle when positioned over a side handle, and the pointer becomes a white arrowhead with a small double arrow. And after that, to skew numerically, enter degrees in the H horizontal skew and V vertical skew text boxes in the options bar. And to apply perspective, press Ctrl Alt Shift if you use Windows, or Command Option Shift if you use macOS, and then drag a corner handle when on positioned over the corner handle, and the pointer becomes a gray arrowhead. And after that, to wrap, click the switch between free transform and wrap modes button in the options bar, and then drag control points to manipulate the shape of the item or choose a wrap style from the wrap pop-up menu in the options bar. And after that, after choosing from the wrap pop-up menu, a square handle, by the way, is available for adjusting the shape of the wrap. After that, to change the reference point, you should click a square on the reference point locator in the options bar. And to move an item, you should enter value. You should enter values for the new location of the reference in the X horizontal position and Y vertical position, and text boxes in the options bar. Then click the relative positioning button to specify the new position in relation to the current position. To undo the last handle adjustment, choose edit, then choose undo. Step number 4. Do one of the following to commit the transformation. You should select a new tool. After that, click a layer in the layers panel. This action, by the way, auto commits changes and also selects the layer. And after that, you should click outside the canvas area in the document window. And after that, click outside the bounding box in the canvas area. And after that, you should press enter if you use Windows, or return if you use macOS. Then click commit button in the options bar, or double click inside the transformation menu. And to cancel the transformation, you should press escape or click the cancel button in the options bar. And note and be careful at this point. When you transform a bitmap image versus a shape or path, the image, by the way, becomes slightly less sharp each time you commit a transformation. Therefore, performing multiple commands before applying the cumulative transformation is preferable to applying each transformation separately.